Hi, I'm Solbrick, a Swedish adult fan of Lego, a so-called A-fold. And here's my custom Lego town called Soltown. In the previous video I added these purple paper silhouette of a skyline. And in today's video we are going to add to that skyline with some brick-based kind of facade thin layers. And for that purpose I am going to repurpose these older Lego creator sets. I don't think this is that old, but these are kind of old. And pretty much just keep the facades of them, maybe just this part of this one. And this is pretty nice because it is already light blue, and blue colors or shades are pretty good to create depth. And for today's video I'm actually only going to cover these two rooftops of these two buildings, so I don't have a super amount of space available here. As you can see how that compares, we still got some overlapping pieces there, so I might thin them down or something. And I already have this platform that will be going back here, and I might actually remove this little build. That's just a template as a reminder for me that I was going to do this project. And then I need to create a platform for this building as well, and we have some slopes here we need to get rid of first. I don't have a large amount of dark blue pieces, so I just have them with my regular normal blue pieces. It's not optimal, but I don't have the space to have a lot of separate bins for each color that Lego makes. Well, anyways, I have one of these that are 1x4, and I think I'm just going to use two 1x2s for the other side here, because I'm taking out that slope and that slope. Wait a second, what happened with the beard? Well, I don't really want to talk about it. I bought a new shaver and an accident happened and I had to take everything off just to make it even. So, move along. I know one thing, and that is that I don't have a beard, but also that I'm going to start with this building for the ripping apart. So I'm thinking of using this part of the facade and put here, start from this corner and work my way all over there. And this separate part could be used for another build or a background or something. We'll see. This bird is pretty cool, so we're going to keep that as a detail to place somewhere in the layout. Put that aside, and let's speed up this video. Oh man, this is difficult. Alright, so this is basically 4 studs deep. This is now a 3 studs deep. Well, if you don't count this part. So let's put that back here. That didn't sound good. Well, no problem. And then I created this little assembly that's supposed to look like a building further back. And I used a dark red because I think that's just optical, more interesting. And these small little things up on the roof here to create some sort of fake sense of scale there. And then this part, and just dust that off a bit. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to fit this whole building, so just put that aside and focus on that one. I think that will go pretty lovely together with the red there, the red on the roof here. Oh yeah, and this part is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's super yellowed and old, so I'm gonna toss that away. Motherfucker. And put in a new one. That's better. However, I actually attached this. It's impossible to open. Oh, like so. Alright, so I think I'm going to keep it this deep. That's just because it's kind of good to have that on different kind of depth lengths from each other. There you go, let's pop this in. We're starting with this part because the platform for this is fixated to that, so that's just going to slide off if I'm not careful. Pretty cool. As you can see, I made some changes straight away. I put in that red building there, so you can imagine that that is a skyline of its own in the same kind of color scheme, so that optical or in your mind creates a silhouette behind that building as well. And I put in that air conditioning unit also to create some different levels of depth. And the bird is back. And that water tower, that's kind of classic New York looking. All in all, I think this looks rather cool. And it's going to look even cooler when I put in more details and more small buildings. And I'm really looking forward to cover that area back there. With that said, stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe.